In the northern half of the United States, you can expect to see both northern shrikes and loggerhead shrikes, but probably not often. They are solitary and not very common. Because of this, and the fact they appear quite similar, separating these two species of birds can prove to be a moderately difficult identification challenge. Welcome! In this video, we'll learn how to identify and separate loggerhead shrikes from northern shrikes. Grab your favorite field guide and follow along with me as we identify these look-alike birds. Shrikes are medium-sized perching birds, about the size of American robins. They have rather large heads on short, thick necks. They have short, thick bills that are strongly hooked. Shrikes tend to lean forward and have a rather horizontal posture. The rounded tail stays in line with their backs. Similar-looking northern mockingbirds are more long and sleek. They have smaller heads with curved, pointed bills. They have an upright posture. The long, thin tail may be held up or dropped below the line of the body. The card above links to a video on separating northern mockingbirds from loggerhead shrikes. In foggy conditions or silhouette, shrikes can look a lot like jays, especially scrub jays. Jays are larger and have longer tails, and the wings lack the black and white pattern of the shrikes. They do look like Canada jays, but these jays hide in deep conifer woods and usually do not perch up in open, brushy habitats. Before we get into the details of identifying and separating loggerhead shrikes from northern shrikes, let's briefly consider their behavior, distribution, and habitat. Both shrikes are solitary and predatory. They hunt for grasshoppers, lizards, mice, and small birds. They are found in brushy, open country. They fly low, hugging the tops of the vegetation with rapid wing beats as they chase prey. From their low, rapid, and direct flight, they swoop up to land on an exposed perch, be it a short tree tip, fence line, or wire. From there, they survey the surrounding area for their next meal. Northern shrikes nest in open spruce forests in Alaska and northern Canada. They winter in southern Canada and south to the mid-latitudes of the United States. Here they are often found in grassy wetlands or shrubby fields. Loggerhead shrikes are year-round residents across the southern half of the United States, including in pastures, prairies, and deserts. In summer, some of the population migrates north to the interior west and Great Plains into south-central Canada. They are very rare to southeastern Canada. In the northern United States, loggerhead shrikes are primarily summer residents, while northern shrikes are winter visitors, late October to early March. In some winters, northern shrikes move farther south than other years. In migration, loggerhead shrikes tend to wander and may show up anywhere in the contiguous United States. Both shrikes are almost the same size and shape. Northern shrikes are about an inch larger, with a slightly larger bill than loggerhead shrikes. But unless you see them side by side, you may not notice the difference. Pattern and coloration is also similar. Northern shrikes have paler gray upper parts, the crown and back. The crown and back on loggerhead shrikes are darker than northern shrikes, but there is quite a bit of regional variation. Loggerhead shrikes in Southern California are especially dark on the crown and back. Even the breast is gray on these birds, contrasting with a white throat. In early winter, 1/3 of northern shrikes are going to be immatures. In this plumage, they are brownish overall, barred with brown across the chest. The mask and head are brownish. The dark wings lack the bright white wing patches of adults. In contrast, immature loggerhead shrikes are gray. They have thin gray bars on the crown. They have gray bars across the breast. They show an obvious white patch on black wings. The plumage of immature loggerhead shrikes is quite similar to their adult plumage. If you see a brownish barred shrike in winter, it is a northern shrike. When looking at shrikes that are not brown, concentrate on the exact shape of the facial mask. Specifically, look at the shape of the mask at and above the eye. Loggerhead shrikes have a broad mask that completely surrounds and hides the dark eye. The mask continues wide behind the eye. In contrast, the eye of northern shrikes breaks the top line of the narrower mask. The mask appears pinched and narrow immediately behind the eye. The eye is further separated from the mask by a white eye ring. The narrow mask bends down slightly on the ear coverts. The eyes of northern shrikes stand out from the narrow mask. The eyes of loggerhead shrikes are hidden within the wider mask. Click on this video separating barrows from common goldeneye.